This is your last chance to review before the test, so listen up closely. You're going to have a lot of questions on the test that have to do with Punnett squares. Punnett squares are those little squares that we drew. And you have the four lines. And all the questions will say something like, Mama has an AA gene, and Dad has a little a gene. And what you have to do is you have to take these genes here and these genes here, and you have to put them on the Punnett square correctly. So let's say we have Mom over here with the A, and then we have the Dad over here with the A, the little a, and the little a. All right. So in this square right here, you're going to have the big A from the mom, and you're going to have the little a from the dad. And then in the same way over here, down, you're going to have a little a from the mom in this box, and a little a from the dad in this box. In the same way in this box right here, you're going to have a big A from the mom and a little a from the dad. And of course, in this last box here, you're going to have a little a from mom and a little a from dad. All right? So now that you know that, we're going to zoom down a little bit. And we have to figure out what % of the time the dominant comes about. So we have a dominant here, because the capital letter represents the dominant, and a dominant here. All right? So you have two dominants. So let's write, you have two sets of dominants, and altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. So that's 2 out of 4. Think of it in terms of money. If you have 2 quarters, that's 50 cents, or 50%. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example of one that you might see on a test, like on the test today. For instance, it says the dominant gene in humans is black hair. So we've got some black hair here represented by a capital B. So we know that B is black. Similarly, it says, and blonde hair is represented by a small b. So a small b equals blonde. If a mother has a genotype BB and a father has a genotype BB, what is the probability that the child will have black hair? So the mom is BB, so we'll do B. Sorry, whoops. We'll do B, B, and the father is BB, so let's do lowercase b, lowercase b. And then we draw the Punnett square around it. Right here we see, in this first example, we have a capital B and a lowercase b. This one we have a capital B and a lowercase b. This one down here as well, we have a capital B and a lowercase b. And finally, in the last one, we have a capital B and a lowercase b. Whenever you have a capital B and a lowercase b, remember which one always wins. The capital always wins. So we have 4 capital B's. And if we look back up here, we remember that the capital B stands for black. So in every instance, 4 out of 4 instances, the black always wins, which means that 100% of the time the black would win. So when they ask you questions about probability, make sure that you are doing the Punnett square every time, because that is how you figure out probability for genetics.